We didn't enter this school year with our head in the sand and say, we're going to bring potentially 522 students in this building and never have a positive student or never have a positive staff member. Our challenge to ourselves, that the goal we want to reach is, students are going to be safe here. This virus is not going to spread in this building. We've got lines marked outside and in the hallway to do their temperature checks and also to do their certification with symptoms. So it took a day for them to figure out the system of staying 6 feet apart, getting their temperature taken, and then heading to their first hour class. In most classrooms, we were successful at getting the desk 6 feet apart, so they saw a lot fewer desks in the classroom, as well as a lot more distance between each student. Mr. Songroth did a great job down there of utilizing his room, making sure his drawing desks were 6 feet apart, creating some additional stations for students, as well as making some changes to his digital art and the process that he used each day. The cafeteria was a big challenge to us. Typically, obviously, we have one cafeteria. We sent kids through lunches during 3 different lunch periods. This year, because of the 50 student per space, we had to create 4 different eating areas, and we kept the 3 lunches. So we're utilizing the media center. We have 2 spaces in the cafeteria that are separated by a partition, and then we're also using 1/3 of our main gym as a cafeteria. And our maintenance crew, Andy Knowlton and Dustin Kent, spent a lot of time this summer building some plexiglass barriers for us. When we priced those out, they were $120 to $150 a piece. I think Andy and Dustin built over 40 of those for us, saved us a lot of money, and they're very, very effective. And they served our purpose very, very well.
We decided that when we would come back, we would take our bell schedule, and instead of students going to 8 classes a day, we went to a block schedule. So they're only going to 4 classes a day, and we wanted to reduce the amount of hall traffic between those class periods. And in addition to that, we added an additional minute to the passing periods, as well as staggering the dismissal time. So we have 2 grades every period that are dismissed 2 minutes earlier, and then the following 2 grades are dismissed at the 5-minute bell passing period time. So students should never be side by side at their locker. We have to follow the Illinois Department of Public Health symptom screeners, and so our nurse, Sherry McConville, takes the lead on evaluating any student. So if they need to be sent to the nurse's office, she has an actual bell that the students ring outside of her office, and she asks them their symptoms. And so if it's something simple like they need a Band-Aid or they need their medication, they can enter her nurse's office. But if they express to her that they're having any type of a COVID-19 symptom, she asks them to go next door to the isolation room, and then she garbs up in the appropriate PPE so she can go in and fully evaluate them. And then if they do need to be sent home and quarantined, she makes sure that she contacts the family as well as the health department.
We've got 99 students out of our 522 that are participating in remote learning. And again, the success of the students is going to be up to the students. How much time are they going to put in? We fully expect, because the school code says they need to put in 300 minutes per day. I wish I could tell you that every student's doing that, but the students who are doing that are being successful so far. And ironically, the first 9 days of school, we have had 1 student who did test positive that's an in-person learner, but we've also had 2 students who tested positive that are remote learners. The biggest lesson we've learned is just each day is going to be a challenge, and we knew that coming in that this wasn't going to be easy, but we just knew getting our students back in the building for some direct in-person instruction was very, very important. As far as the athletics go, fortunately we were able to have golf, tennis, and cross country. Last Monday we did start open gyms for all the other sports. So Mr. Hansen's been working with those coaches and coming up with the process as far as the self-certification and social distancing and making sure we're reaching those guidelines for the IHSA. We feel very confident that in the building, the virus is not going to spread. We feel very confident that everybody is safe in Mendota High School. Students are wearing their mask all day. They've been great doing that. We're social distancing, doing everything we should do.